Welcome everyone to the OOTD burger guide. Well, so far you guys know that OOTD got a little buff, right? You can make villagers a little bit faster and the burger got buffed as well. So what does that mean for us, right? So first of all, we can do this. Searching for the first deer, which I already found. You can send like 5 or 6 villager. It's based on you. Mostly send 5, but you can send 6 as well, and you can research the deer gathering upgrade, which is I always forget the name of it. So you can research that. Survival instinct, right? It is survival instinct. Yes, so survival techniques. Sorry, survival techniques. You can research that. Either 5 or 6 villager based on you. I mostly send 5. Like if you don't want to overcomplicate, just send 5 villagers to the deer. But again, this works only against civilization that does not have Dark Age Rush potential. If a civilization has Dark Age Rush, you just need to build towers on your gold. We will watch a game like that as well in the end, when I just put 2 tower on my gold and I do a really fast age up. There are gonna be maps where you don't have closed deer. If you don't have closed deer, then you need to just go on berries only with 5 villagers, okay? So just go on berries and only with 5 villagers, and you're gonna gather up that food. Now it's very simple. You're just gonna gather the deer, you're gonna gather the gold, and when you feel like let's say you have closed deer and the enemy civilization is French, what you need to do, just gather until the French player goes to the next age, or gendarme player, or any player that has some cavalry attack in feudal. Gather, or Rus, gather the deer, and when the king or a knight or a lancer will get close to your base, just pull back the villagers and set it on sheep. Unless you are playing on a map where going on berries is much better than going to deer, because the deer is very far away from your base, so pulling back your villagers would take time. So now, as you see, we finished the burger at like 7:52. We finishing the burger. We have 2 tower steady and ready. You can build 1 tower, you can build 2 tower, it's up to you as well. When you are facing English, it's much better to have 2 tower. The reason why I builded 2 tower here, because I'm facing the Byzantine that can hire longbowmen from the mercenary house. But this Byzantine went with Mangudais. Against Mangudai, 1 tower is enough as well. But if you don't want to get tower rushed, 2 tower is amazing, because 2 tower can easily protect your gold, right? So when we are up to the next stage, the first thing we will research is the military academy that will help your old burger to make units even faster. Don't worry if your opponent has Mangudai or Desert Raider, because they will not do any damage to your men-at-arms. So just feel free to make a few men-at-arms, try to attack your opponent, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of wood as well for monastery, and we will try to pick up the relics. We can see already our opponent is trying to blow up the relics, but that's fine because we didn't go Regnitz, so he's just wasting wood and wasting villager time, which is again fine because he's delaying my relic collection. Again, fine, delay it. I will collect the relic when I have a huge amount of army, because right now it's not really important for me to collect the relics since I don't have Regnitz, right? I went with the burger. First Marathon came out, I got the military academy, I got the ranged armor, and I'm getting golden cuirass. Since, you know, your opponent is rushing H3, but it's not H3 yet, he doesn't have an archer range or Castle Knights yet, you are perfectly fine with 1 Gilded Marathon just going to the enemy base. Now I'm making Gilded Spearman to make sure I can collect the relics. I may face Mangudai, and Mangudai can easily kill the Gilded Spearman, but that's fine. I will add some horsemen into the mix. Now I'm just doing a huge amount of damage to his base, because it will take him a while to kill this Gilded Man-at-Arms if your tower does only 1 damage per hit, right? 6 damage versus 5 ranged armor, which means every villager just does 1 damage to this Man-at-Arm, so it will survive very long. And as you can see, because the Minotaur has a really good damage, I was able to snipe the villager before it went to the tower. And I sniped another villager, so I killed 2 villager already. And you don't want to see like 30 to 34 villager, right? Because OOTD villager takes longer and getters faster. Don't forget that. Now that I know that my opponent is making mango dice, or if you are facing like horse archers or any sort of range unit that's cavalry, you can just make a few horsemen, because you will able to afford it since you have the burger, and the burger will make very cheap units for your army. At the same time, as I said, the monastery can pick up relics. You can just pick up relics all over the map, and that's it. That one Marathon idled his whole gold economy so long that he was not able to make crossbow, and now he's just making cataphracts, right? So he is double making cataphracts, which is perfectly fine because I made spearmen. Also, what I did, I wanted to upgrade the spearman, but I didn't want to use the burger to the final upgrade because I need to make more units out of the burger. So what I did, I built the second barrack, and let's do the upgrades from the second barrack, right? At the same time, I'm non-stop producing from the burger, making some spearmen, or if I need, I'm gonna make some Gilded Landsknecht. And here, the mine work is gonna be really important, since you can get the zone hoe. Don't forget, zone hoe is one of the strongest OOTD upgrade next to the golden couriers, because the zone hoe gives you another 20 damage. Now, how that another 20 damage works? That debuff that you can put onto the enemy, which is a bleeding effect, can be removed by healing. But if he doesn't have a monk around or any kind of healing source, then you will do 2 damage every second, which means 20 damage in 10 seconds. So collecting the relics all over the map, you can see I already have 3 relics, and I will collect the last one. And I will send Landsknecht all over the map. You will see very soon I'm gonna queue them up with the zone house upgrade. I just made sure I got other upgrades as well. They are very cheap, and look the army, look the force I have. That's crazy. That's all from burger. All the spearmen, and now adding some horsemen. Oh, base layout, I need to tell you right now. Farms around your TC, leave at least 2 tiles away from the TC. Like you can see, a farm is 2 tiles like this, 2 tiles like that. So after 2 tiles, like in a 2 tiles of range, don't build anything around your TC, because you can put a 12 farm around your TC, and that's well protected, right? So you can see the strength of the force of the army of spearmen, horsemen right now. He has mostly cavalry. Horseman counters the desert raider. Horseman counters the Mangudai, which is perfect. Don't forget, the horseman extra range damage actually works on desert raider as well. So horseman is really good. Spearman will just help out against the cataphract. So, slowly adding those Landsknecht to the army, and I will send them out one by one in like many different directions. Don't forget, you made the Landsknecht in 15 seconds and the spearmen 10 seconds, and these are really juiced up spearmen. What you can do is get the inspired warriors as well, so those spearmen or horsemen even get even more stronger. So you will see I sent out some Landsknecht. One of them sadly died, but the other one is going to the enemy base. Now, do you want to really see how strong the zone hoe is when you apply the bleeding effect to those villagers? You will see. So I couldn't chase down these villagers. I decided to go for the gold villagers, and now you will see the effect of the zone hoe upgrade from the mine work. And this is the very good reason why the OOTD goes to the mine work. The unique upgrades are much better than the HR unique upgrades. So as you can see, the zone hoe is applied to the villager. Now it's taking damage, right? So it already lost 4 health. But as you will see, I will hit the villager again, and because the zone hoe, the Landsknecht will able to one shot one villager, I think, and apply the bleeding effect. So I apply the bleeding effect again. You will see this villager and that villager, I'm pretty sure, will die. That villager died to the bleeding effect because there is no monk around the villagers. Well, let me show you what's gonna happen with this villager in a second. Boom, he is dead. Well, question mark, what will happen with this villager? Oh, he died as well because of the zone horror breeding effect. This is why the Gilded Landsknecht is so good with the minework. But if you have no minework, don't forget, if you have no minework with the OOTD, you will not have this very strong ability, which is the zone horror for the Landsknecht. Now, you will see a fight between me and the Byzantine. He has a good amount of Cutterfruct, he has Archer, Crossbow, Mangudai, he has Desert Raider, everything you can think of, right? Amazing army. But at the same time, look at the size of my army, and it was mostly made out of burger. And I added a few horsemen. I never ever used this barrack, mostly the burger. And look at this distraction will happen because the spearman spearman Landsknecht, I will able to clear up his army really fast. Look at the distraction, it's crazy. Wow. And because of that, I was able to clear up his army, and I will push into his base and just win the game. Now let's go to another game where I played against a French 2TC on Himeyama. So Himeyama, one of those maps where you rather want to send your villagers to the berries because the deers, look how, oh my god, it's so far away, the deers. So it's rather better if you just send the first starting villager. You will get to the berries very fast, just like HRE can get to the berries really fast early on because the 40% extra gathering speed. What I'd really like to do with HRE, if I play on a map where the deer is very far away, I just send the starting villagers to the berries, right? I set the prelate here, and you don't believe it, but you will gather the berries faster than Delhi and Abassi, because Delhi and Abassi has like, I think, 35% extra or 30% extra. Well, HRE will have 40%, which means HRE can actually gather the berries faster, even though you will not receive the 100 extra food just like Delhi, Abbasid or Ayubid. You will gather the berries actually faster than those civilizations that has bonus on it. So with HRE you can do the same thing. Now with OOTD, the reason why I'm doing this, because I need to save as much food as I can. Saving the sheep food, which is the most secure food under your TC, and not going professional scout, which slows down your H3, and you need to make units as well to protect those scouts, you know what I mean? So what I'm doing is sending the villagers first to the berries, and I can tell you that which map what I'm doing currently. So maps like Golden Pit, Dry Arabia, Socotra and Lipany, I do the deer build. On Himeyama and Rocky River, I just go for the berries. So on Himeyama, Rocky River, I go for the berries. On Golden Pit, Dry Arabia, Socotra and Lipany, I go for the deer, because the deer is much closer to your TC. But again, if you are facing Dark Rushing Civilization or English or Byzantine with Lombos, because don't forget, against Lombo, one tower is not enough. If you face civilization like that, you can easily just build two towers, one to the left and one to the right. So now, as you can see, this is just a normal game. I'm playing against French, building the minework, and we'll build the tower very soon as well. Building one tower to the right, building one tower to the left. Okay, so what is the reason of building the two tower, right? Because might be you're gonna fight against players who know how to counter this build. The counter to this build, when you build only one tower, is that you build a tower here, and your tower will be not really good, or maybe you build a tower here. So that's the counter to the build. Now I'm showing that how to counter the counter. So if you are being countered by the counter build, you can counter the counter, right? So it's like a counter the counter. I'm just joking, of course, but the only way to counter this build, if you build a tower here as the French player, as OOTD, you just need to build another tower, and now your gold can't be punished by a tower. So that's a really good thing to do as well if you build two tower. But if your opponent is, maybe you think they are not really good, not really smart, or they did not watch this OOTD build yet, you know, you are fine with one tower. But against English or Byzantine longbowmans, you need a two tower, or any unit that has more than 5 range. You need a second tower, because the arrow steed has only 7 range. Okay, so now as you can see, I get some stone as well with my villagers, so I'm gonna upgrade the outpost. You can upgrade both of the outposts, or you can upgrade one of the outposts. So it's up to you if you upgrade both of them, or if you upgrade one of them, how much stone you gathered. I'm upgrading now only one to showcasing. Okay, so building a house. I'm slowly going to the next age. At the same time, this French player was not really aggressive, which is fine, even though you just built the two towers for no reason. And you're okay here. Really important. I'm gonna talk about this. So even though your opponent wasn't aggressive as a French, it's still fine. You will not really be that much of a late with your build. Don't worry about it. You will be a little bit late, yes, but still do not worry about that. Because his 2TC has to come up, he has to get the food, he has to get the resources to achieve Castle Age to beat you, right? So I'm building the burger, I'm sending villagers to wood, as we talked about before that we need to collect the relics, right? So burger is up, making the marathon, the military academy upgrade in, after that the ranged armor, and we will go with the golden cuirass, right? So, oh no, my opponent fully vault himself up. What should I do? Just start torching the wall. Do not be like, do not be scared. Do not be scared. Just start torching the wall. Even if he makes knight, don't be scared at all. That feudal knight will not do anything against your gilded marathon. Don't be scared, okay? You see knight, you don't need to make spearman. Do not start making spearman when you see one feudal knight. Feudal knights will not able to kill you. Just keep making menatoms. So you just keep making menatoms and build a monastery and collect the relics. That's all you need to do. Menatom, 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 menatom. Easy? Same way, right? Okay, together at the same time. Menatom, 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 menatom. Don't be scared of the knights. Your Castle Age menaton with the golden cuirass upgrade, with the ranged armor, with all these extra upgrades, gonna be indestructible. It's gonna be like a Terminator. You can see how much damage your menaton does to a knight. Look at that. Like, look, I'm pretty sure that knight will die. Look, one knight already dead. And again, you paid only how much? 130 food and 26 gold, right? And you lost only 130 food and 26 gold, while you killed 140 food, 100 gold knight. Now, which trade was better? Losing this 156 resource unit or losing a 240 resource unit? You know what I mean? Even if you lose one Menatarm, just don't be scared at all. Like, this two knight has like one of them almost half health, like not really half health, but this knight lost a little bit of health, and he's going to Castle Age because, you know, you need crossbowmen to counter these, or Castle Age knight is really good to counter this as well. At the same time, you can go outside on the map because you have map control, right? Oh, never mind. He surrendered because all those gilded manatoms inside his base. Alright, let's go to another one as well to talk about, which is gonna be a Mongol game. Okay, so this is the Mongol game I was talking about. Here, I just sent the 5 villagers to the berries. Look, I'm not sending them to the deer because there's a high chance you will get always tower rushed again by the Mongol, right? So what I'm doing, sending the new villagers to the wood immediately. And I'm sending that 5 villager to the berry, gathering the middle berry. What's the reason behind that gathering the middle berry? Because my TC can't protect it, right? So I gather the middle berry, gonna gather the left side berry, so watch this. Getting the left side berry, because after that, this berry is not protected by the TC, right? At the same time, I fully gathered that wood, and I'm building the 2 tower on my goal. Now, this is really important how you build a tower. So, look at the hitboxes or the little tiles around the tower. It's really important that one tower is a little bit further ahead. Look at the little tiles. A little bit further ahead than the other tower. This tower is a little bit in the back. If you build the towers like this, one of them is like that, one tile is ahead and one tile is back, then you will not, so the enemy will not able to tower rush you, because now if you just garrison a villager inside, the villager will kill the enemy villager who tries to build a tower. If you builded a tower at the same location, both of them in the back or both of them on the front, then you will get tower rush. There is no way to do anything against it. You will get tower rush, definitely. But if you build a tower like this, your opponent will not able to tower rush you. Now you can see he will. So look at the ranges. He will try to find a way. I'm gonna show you like this. So he's gonna try to find a way to put that tower. Now he can't put the tower here because even if he does, that tower, even with arrow seed, will not reach your gold villagers, right? He can't put a tower here because the tower will reach his, or the TC will reach his villager. So there is no way. Or I can just put here the mining camp and just get her like this, right? So there is no literally any kind of way to tower rush you right now. He's trying to find a way, right? So he's looking where to put the tower, If I put the tower here, I mostly will get shot by the tower, or I will not reach his villagers. So there is no way to like put a good tower. So he decided to not do that and send in the villagers back home, which was a fail for him because he spent 150 wood for the barrack. He spent 60 wood, 20 wood, and 80 stone on a second spearman, and villager time was traveling to the middle of the map, right? At the same time, I gathered up the 2 berries I was talking about, which is really important, and now he will try to attack my berry villagers. And let me show you, this is the main reason why I gathered it. Look, he tries to attack it. I garrison my villagers and he's running back now, right? So he realized, oh no, I can't even deny his food because that was a misclick. Don't mind this, that was a misclick. So I can't deny his food because the 2 berries also protected by the TC going up with the mine work. And don't forget the rule around your TC: leave 2 tiles gap between the TC and the buildings, because you need to build the sexy, I'm gonna call it sexy, okay, the sexy 12 farm, the 12 farm around your TC. It's a must, it's important, don't forget that. Now, why is this game is so important? First of all, because I wanted to show you how to counter the Mongol tower rush and just keep doing your goal, right? Second of all, the opponent will make mango dice. Now, people are scared of mango dice. They are like, oh no, a mango dio. Oh no, I'm in danger, very, very big danger. Because most of the games you will face against mango dice, right? So let me show you that OOTD does not care about mango dice, right? If you see a mango die, fuck 2 on the mango die because we don't care about the mango die. So what my opponent will do, he goes up with the deer stone into market, double producing the traders, right? So you want to counter that because he's trading, he's making traders. Well, do not worry. Do not worry. We have the burger up already. A little bit of wool as well to make sure our villagers will not die by a stupid mango die raid. And just cook up the Manatorms. I'm here accidentally clicked on the range number. I wanted to click on the military academy, but that's fine. So I'm cooking in the Manatorms and I'm gonna send them there. You can see my opponent is just keep making mango dice. He's a mango die enjoyer. 100% of the time on your league, you're gonna face a player like this as well, who is cooking the mango dice, all of these games I'm showing you, it was played against either Conqueror 3 or Conqueror 2, so highly players. This person as well has reached multiple Conqueror 3 I'm playing against right now, so it's a Conqueror 3 player I'm playing against, right? So as you can see, I'm just cooking out the Manatorms because I'm making them insanely fast, cooking them non-stop. I still forgot to pick the military academy. I literally forgot. But you want to get the military academy, of course. So, I'm cooking the Manatorms. It takes too long to kill a 290 health Manatorm, right? It takes 290 arrows for the mango die to kill them. So what I'm doing is I'm just sending the Manatorms to his base, idling his villagers. Look at that. 15 idle villager inside this town center. At the same time, I will try to collect the relics as well. I'm already bringing 1 relic home, and I'm making the stable because we will need some, some horsemen to kill the mango die eventually. Because now I'm just idling the economy of my opponent, right? And just sending the man at arms against the Mangudai, sending steal the man at arms, steal everywhere on the map, just making his life a little bit, you know, harder. He's losing villagers. He already has 7 villager lost. Imagine that. Doing this little burger. Collected 1 relic already put into the outpost, and I went outside as well, building 1 tower, and collecting the deer is next to me. That 1 tower will help me out. I can upgrade it to spring gold when I collecting a little bit of stone. Don't okay, now I just woke up and I realized I forgot the military academy. So don't be afraid of gathering resources outside of your base. You can build a tower next to your stone or next to your deer. Just gather it. At the same time, keep sending the Manatoms. Spend your resources. Send the Manatom to his base. Because I have 14 villager or worker kills already. I send Manatom to his trade as well. All my Manatoms all over the place. Look. Those Mangudas are still trying to kill that Gilded Manatom. At the same time, I already captured 1 relic. Look. Tower on the food, see? Don't be even scared. If he doesn't micro it, just stab him! Stab him right now! And the Mangudai is dead. See? 1 tower can literally save life of villagers. And Vololo as well. So, keep sending those Manatoms into his base. Keep following his Mangudais, and eventually you will be lucky like me, and I'm gonna approve your Vololo, and you will be able to follow the lower league player Mangudai easily. He just, you know, accidentally didn't click, didn't see. Happens, right? Happens. So now, who is the Mangudai, right? Who is the Mangudai? I am the Mangudai of this ship. So just keep sending the Manatoms and slowly transition into horsemen. Don't forget, that's why we built the stable. We are upgrading the horsemen into veteran horsemen, and we will make some horsemen as well. Because if your opponent goes to Castle Age while doing this Kegudai, right? We need to have some horsemen to kill the Mangudais eventually. At the same time, as you can see, I collected 3 relics already, and the 4th one is coming to my base. I'm building extra walls to secure more and more food. I'm building walls here as well, so I will not get any kind of Manguro raid into my base. Perfect econ. And look at those farms. Those farms I was talking about. Really important to have these walls around your TC. Okay, keep sending more and more Man-at-Arms, denying the trade, 28 worker kills. And just keep sending more and more Man-at-Arms very slowly, making the horsemen. I just built the 2nd stable as well. And now making the horsemen to actually kill the Mangudais that he is building. Keep killing workers, sending the horsemen, killing the Mangudais. 5 ranged armor versus 6 damage. Ay. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is what you can. Look at the 16 Manatom still alive. Thanks to the golden curse and the ranged armor, etc. And the good health pool that I have, 290 health. And at the same time, I'm just making the unit out of the burger, right? And at the same time, I can go to Imperial. What are we even talking about? It's such a nice build to do. And I hope all of you will do this on rank ladder and climbing up to Conqueror eventually. Well, I hope you enjoyed this OOTD build. See you in the battlefield. Woo!